These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Still waiting in line? Again? That's time you will never get back. Save time and money with Stamps.com. Over 4 million businesses have skipped the line with Stamps.com. Join them to save up to 90% off carrier rates from your computer or phone right now. Print postage for certified mail, registered mail, and packages in seconds. Then schedule a pickup right from your home or office. For a limited time, go to Stamps.com and use code PODCAST for a free welcome gift. Taxes and fees apply.
Hey weirdos, I'm Ash.
And I'm Alaina.
And this is a listener morbid.
Whoa!
Brought to you by yourselves.
Brought to you by you.
Brought to you
By you.
For you. With you.
From you. That's right. We're doing our first listener stories episode. We've been threatening it for a year.
And we finally have enough stories to pull trig.
It's true. We're doing it.
I'm stoked.
I'm really excited because some of these are absolutely hilarious and some of these are absolutely terrifying.
The subject lines in all of them are the most amazing.
Yeah, so keep doing it.
Alaina's holding one and the subject line is bruh.
In all caps.
Like,
just
bruh.
And it's amazing.
100%.
And we are going to do more of these in the near future. So if you want to keep sending, because we're still getting listener stories. So we want to encourage you to keep sending them to morbidpodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to put any subject line you would like, that's great. And then could you also just add listener story onto it so we can keep track of them a little better?
That would be amazing.
That would be awesome. So before we get into it, we're just going to quickly remind you all
of a fun little event coming up.
we have a second live show on November 19th, 2019 at AS220 Main Stage in Providence, Rhode Island, and there are still tickets left for it. So, if you would like to get your ticket for our live show, which is going to be magnificent, it's going to be magical, it's going to be terrifying.
It's going to be fucking crazy.
It's going to be life-altering.
It's going to change your goddamn life.
We'll smell good, I promise. We'll, shower.
I mean, I'm trash, so I'm not promising anything.
Yeah, but, whatever.
Just kidding.
But go to eventbrite.com and search Morbid, a True Crime Podcast Live to purchase tickets, or you can go onto our Instagram and I put the link in our bio so you can go straight to it. Tickets are $20. We want to see you there because after the show, we are just going to come out and hang with you guys, and we want to see as many of your beautiful faces as we possibly can.
I can't wait to meet all of you.
So come with us.
We are the weirdos.
And I think that's really all we wanted to get to before we jump into these because they're too good. They are too good.
So should I just start right off the bat?
Just jump on in.
All right. So this subject line says, I was almost murdered by a guy with a machete, which is
so casual.
the most casual email I've ever received. I don't know about you.
Casual.
So this person says, Hi, Alaina and Ash. I want to start out by saying your iTunes reviews are garbage.
Yes.
Thank you. Y'all are awesome. One of my favorite podcasts. I started out with lore and really enjoy your podcast because of your banter. I would like to request one huge episode of y'all just talking and telling your own stories because it's fucking awesome. Anyway, I guess I should explain the subject line. I know y'all like insane stories, and boy, do I have one. You can say this on your podcast. Just please leave out my name. I will. And all names have been changed for everybody's safety. So I need to start with some backstory. For reference, I am very petite, 5'1", 100 pounds, and 18 years old at the time. Right after high school, I moved into a small house on 100 acres in middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, with my now ex-boyfriend. In parentheses, this was a terrible idea. 0 out of 10 would never recommend.
I was going to say that sounds terrifying.
That's amazing. It was literally a 40-minute drive just to go to a grocery shopping. You could not see my house from the road due to lots of trees. I have always been a very social person, usually inviting my neighbors over every few weeks for dinner. The closest neighbors, who we will call Amber and Jacob, lived about a mile and a half south down a dirt road lined with trees. Amber was relatively pretty, with long blonde hair and dark green eyes, and Jacob was just scary as hell. Great. Literal definition of spook.
Nice.
It was very well known that Amber and Jacob were heavily into drugs and had recently had their 3 children taken away from them due to this. Their house was viewable from the road. The rest of my neighbors were also druggies, but like cool druggies, nothing too bad, just did some coke every now and again.
You know.
Casual. One Monday afternoon while my boyfriend was at work, he was gone Monday to Friday, stayed in a hotel in town during the week, and just because it made it easier.
Oh, that's tough.
That is tough. Well, it says, I needed to go in to town to get the oil changed on my car. I get dressed, get my coffee, and started driving south down the dirt road. I made it right to my neighbor's house when Amber jumped in front of my car.
Oh, that's not good.
Anytime anybody jumps in front of your car, just swerve and keep driving.
Yep.
Don't hit them, but just keep going.
Just remember Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Just keep on going.
No, bye.
Nothing good will come of
Sorry, I'm busy that day. Now, I did not drive a great car for driving on dirt. I drove an 06 Pontiac G6.
Amazing.
Mom car for days. I ended up swerving and hitting Amber, thank God. I stopped my car, got out, and saw Amber sprinting for me and screaming.
Oh my God.
No thanks. I immediately just got back into my car, correct, and was ready to just drive off. I figured she was high and this was not my issue to solve.
Good
Yes,
on you.
That is correct.
Good on you.
However, before I drove off, I noticed that Amber was heavily bleeding.
Oh.
I am going to describe what her injuries were, and it gets graphic. So in Ash's words, hey, trigger warning.
And it is in Ash's words.
It is, hello. Through my window, which I cracked because I was still nervous about her being very doped up, I saw that her nose was severely broken and was turned sideways. Oh,
That's no good.
eee. She had a large gash on her cheek and was bleeding pretty badly. She had a black right eye and huge chunks of her hair had been crudely cut off. No thanks. Her neck was bruised pretty severely. Her collarbone had a compound fracture.
Oh,
I have to take a deep breath now.
Okay. We need to take a second because can I tell you how hard it is to crack a clavicle?
Your collarbones are so, like, thick.
Oh, you have no idea.
Like, I don't
the
care how
strength it
thin you
takes
are.
to
Your
break.
collarbones are thick.
We use legit like rib cutters, which are straight up hedge clippers to cut ribs.
And it takes some oomph,
And
right?
when you get to the clavicle, I literally take a breath and I have to use my whole body, and it takes me 3 separate crunches to get through it.
I don't even...
And grown men that I'm with, it takes at least 2.
All I cut is hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's no joke. Like a compound fracture of a clavicle is really stressing me out.
Anytime
The
anybody
force.
breaks anything near their, like, in your neck, like,
The
no.
force that takes is like, woof.
That's crazy. She also says the area around it was covered in bruises. She was missing a finger
Wow.
or more. Honestly, was not that concerned with her fingers. There was worse things happening.
I was actually going to say, I was like, honestly, that's the least of the injuries here.
I don't know why. Like, if you're missing a finger, like, that's just...
It's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not a
not
good
good.
road to be walking down. There was worse things happening. She had no shoes and her clothes were torn to pieces. She begged me for help, saying Jacob had attacked her. Obviously. That was my words.
Okay.
Amber also said that she had smacked Jacob over the head with a frying pan.
Amazing.
In parentheses, Rapunzel, where you at?
Okay, I was that's awesome, because I almost said like Tangled, what up? Then I was like, okay, that's a mom thing to say. I'm not going to say that.
No, she gets you.
Yes,
And
girl.
he was knocked out. At this point, we were about half a mile from her house, and Jacob was supposedly incapacitated, so I didn't really want her in my car. I stepped out of my car and got my phone to dial 911. Within the 30 seconds it took for me to pull my phone from my purse, we hear the door open from Amber's house. The next thing I see is a very angry Jacob running towards us, screaming, waving a machete in his hands.
Nope.
I vividly remember telling Amber, get the fuck in the car. We got in the car. Oh, get the fuck in the car now.
Oh.
We got in the car and I drove for what seemed like forever, but we really only went 5 miles down the same road, just straight. I wasn't even smart enough to turn down a different street. I pulled over and called 911. Remember how I said I lived 45 minutes from civilization?
I do.
The police were there within 25 minutes.
Holy shit.
That's a long
That's
time.
a long time.
That's like an episode of like something.
It really is. Just an episode of something.
I don't know. I'm happy to say I wasn't dealing with the LAPD. An ambulance arrived first and treated Amber, who immediately went into shock. While the police were taking my statement, a walking but still screaming Jacob was coming into view down the road.
He's just screaming and walking with
a machete.
Holy
The officer literally threw me into the back of police car. For my protection, I understand, but I hit my head and I was salty about it. I feel like I would have said that too.
That's amazing.
The 3 police officers pulled their weapons, but as soon as Jacob saw the guns, he just collapsed on the ground. They arrested him and I was escorted home, like I wanted to be home alone for the rest of the week. Luckily, Jesus. I didn't have to. 2 days later, police searched Amber and Jacob's house to convict Jacob. They found a fully functional meth lab in the basement.
Oh, good.
And quarantined the entire street for a week because it was very close to exploding, per police officers.
Oh my God.
Wow. 4 weeks later, I'm back at home, still traumatized, when Amber shows up at my door. She had been in the ICU for 2 weeks and had since been released. Officially, she had multiple broken ribs, a fractured tibia, as well as internal bleeding.
Oh my God.
Along with what I stated earlier. She came by to say thanks and to assure me she was not pressing charges on Jacob.
Oh.
Let that sink in.
Oh.
Jacob straight up was trying to murder his wife, chased me with a machete, and she was not pressing charges. They both ended up in prison anyway.
Oh,
Amber
good, okay.
for the meth lab and Jacob, well, for everything listed above. Amber is released now, though I do not have contact with her, and they are still married. I moved out of that house 2 months after that, and I do not interact much with my neighbors anymore. Thank y'all for taking the time to read my story and don't change anything. Heart, this person's name.
Oh my God.
Girlfriend.
That...
I would her next neighbors like baked her brownies and brought them over, and she was like, nope.
She's like, nope,
not today, Amber.
Not happening. Wow, you can't even make that up.
No, there's no way.
You can't even make that up.
That's like straight up out of a movie.
That's straight up Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
He was
style.
running down the street screaming with a machete. And all this girl wanted to do was just go get some groceries.
That's all.
She was on her way to the damn grocery store. And you know, she didn't even feel like it. It was like 45 minutes.
No.
And then this bitch fucking comes and running in front of her car.
Wow. And the amount and just variety of injuries that he inflicted, I'm like, what happened in there?
Missing fingers,
broken bones,
broken
everywhere.
collarbone, somebody tearing. She said pieces of her hair had been cut out. So I'm like, were they cut out or did he like pull them out?
He probably cut them out with a machete.
Oh my God.
He was probably grabbing like chunks and just because she had like a gash on her face and stuff.
Oh my God.
I'm not into it.
Wow.
I'm not into it.
Do you have like a lighthearted story after that?
Kind of.
Is it light and fluffy like last week's episode?
A little bit.
All right.
Now back to your creepy stories.
Ooh.
This one is entitled Bruh.
Bruh. That's my
it.
favorite.
All right. It says, okay, so listen.
I'm listening.
I have a story to tell, and this is going to be a wild one from start to finish. And it does need somewhat of a trigger warning because a cat dies, but don't worry, it gets better.
Okay.
Flashback to many moons ago when I was a little girl. My parents bought this house in the middle of a cornfield for all of us to call home.
Oh.
It always starts out really great when that's happening. When you're surrounded by corn, it's always
a good time.
This house also is home to a cat. It was the nicest fucking cat in the whole world. He loved to rub up against you and just snuggle, hence why we named him Snuggles.
I love it.
We had lived there for a while before any of this happened, so we were very familiar with him. He had a hole in one side of his lip and this weird birthmark looking thing on the other side. We had never seen another cat that looked like him since my family moved in like 1998. Anyways, it was the day before Halloween, parentheses, of course, right? And it was just my brother, my cousin, and me at the house. Some lady in a minivan rolls up and hollers to my brother, "Hey, I think someone ran over your cat down in the four-way."
Oh, no.
And then just like backs out of the driveway and leaves. Honestly, it was probably her.
10 out of 10 was
This is
definitely this
amazing.
lady in the minivan.
At that point, my brother and cousin ride down there on their bikes with a bag and a shovel. Guess what? It was my cat. It was so sad. I remember everything, even seeing his brains all open and shit.
Oh.
Sorry, Ash.
Thank you.
That was from her. That was in parentheses.
I love that. Thank you.
Needless to say, Snuggles was not so snuggly anymore.
No, it doesn't sound it.
I don't remember much more from that night after my brother dug the hole and buried my cat in the backyard.
Oh.
Other than that, it started to storm like crazy. I was a scared little child and ran into my parents' room to sleep with them. And this is where the story gets fucking spooky. You ready?
No. Yes.
Well, next thing I know, I woke up and my sister is standing at the edge of my bed, waking us all, freaking the fuck out because she's holding my fucking cat.
Wait.
And he's not dead anymore or in multiple pieces, just one living, breathing piece.
What?
I jumped the fuck over my parents and hid on the other side of the bed.
Yeah, you
Talk
did.
about traumatic. Apparently, my brother let our dog outside that morning, and when he went to let her back inside, she's just chilling, sitting next to Snug.
What?
Same cat. Want to know how I know? When my brother got home from school that day, he undug the hole he buried him in, and the body and plastic bag were gone.
That is some voodoo type shit.
I didn't go near him for like a month.
I don't blame you.
I was so scared. I renamed him Nugget because I felt like he needed a new identity. Sadly, a couple of years ago, he died for real.
Oh.
And the next day, I called my mom to see if he came back again, and unfortunately, he did not. But don't worry, he had a good, long-ass life for a cat. So yeah, that's my story, and I promise it's true. I wanted to share because I thought you might enjoy it. Tori.
Tori, sis,
Bruh.
what the fuck? Yeah, I'm really glad that she renamed the cat.
I love that she
Because
renamed the
he
cat.
did need a new identity.
It just reminds me of Church in Pet Cemetery.
wow.
Like coming back is like, except it sounds like Nugget
came back nice.
was like chill. Like he was just
I
like,
like
I'm
that she
here,
was
guys.
like, I leapt the fuck over my parents and did not go near that cat for a month
Oh my god,
because
I love
that's
it.
what I would have done.
That was one of the greatest ones.
wow,
I-
thanks, Tori.
Straight up Pet Cemetery. I love it.
I believe that too.
Tori.
She was like, it really happened. I'm like, no, I believe you.
You killed it, Tori.
Next headline. Headline. I'm
Next
screaming.
headline.
Next subject line is spooky shit.
Spooky shit.
Hello, my name is Cheyenne, and I just want to share a creepy story from my childhood with you ladies.
We love that.
I'm here for it.
We encourage it.
I moved to Wablo, Missouri when I was 4 with my mom, stepdad, and older sister Jamie. The house my parents got was really old and kind of a dump, but it's really all they could afford. Wow.
Wow.
Really calling your parents out
Yeah.
here.
It's calling them to task right now.
This house sat behind the only convenience store in the area and across the street from an ancient church with a creepy graveyard.
That's awesome.
Great. Of course, my bedroom window was right across from the graveyard.
Nice.
Honestly, childhood dreams. You know, I lived in a house once that was next to a funeral home.
Yeah, I
and I used
remember
to
that.
play in the funeral home driveway.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that was awesome.
We learned a lot about our house's history. Our house was the original store in town. My bedroom was the store, and walk-in closet was a kitchen area. The
That's
rest
kind of cool.
That is cool. The rest of the house was added on later. Apparently, this store had caught fire twice and at one point killed the man who owned it. Great. His name was John Whitaker. His family also ran the church across the street that was originally a college. Also, the graveyard is full of people with his last name. Anyway, my sister and I shared a room at the time. She was on the top bunk and I was on the bottom. She was 5 or 6 and I'm a year younger. Several times she would wake me up whispering my name from the top bunk and I would ask her what was going on. She wouldn't say anything and she would just point at the window in fear. And there he was.
Oh, don't love it.
No pain.
Already.
A tall older man in a tall black hat with almost glowing yellowish eyes. Bye.
No.
I said that, she didn't.
No.
He would be staring right at me with the most pissed off straight face I've ever seen. Oh, I just got the chilliest
Yeah, I
chills.
literally just had to hug myself. I was
Hate
like,
it.
you're okay, Alaina.
Now at 5, I was obviously terrified, but still more of a badass than my older sister. I would yell for my mom and she would come running. And for a few minutes, she would stand in the doorway in shock because she could see him too. Then he would just disappear. As I said earlier, this happened several times. And your parents didn't move out of the house?
This is not okay.
Oh my god. Oh, I have all the chills. Holy shit. We tried hanging curtains, but they would somehow be opened when he showed.
No.
My stepdad never saw this man and didn't believe us. However, a couple years later, my stepdad moved this old couch that sat outside my window covered in junk that had been there since we moved in. And underneath the couch were fresh footprints approaching my window, then ending there, standing in front of it. After that was moved, we never had him show up again. However, to this day, I am branded with a picture of his face. I get full body chills at the thought of those haunting eyes. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed my story. Keep kicking ass on your podcast. Sincerely, Cheyenne. By the way, the town is pronounced Wablo. That's amazing because we spent 45 minutes trying to figure out how to pronounce it.
We looked it up before we said it because we wanted to be nice.
Oh my god, Cheyenne.
I have no words.
The fact that her mom saw him too, that
Yeah.
is just fooked up.
No, that's the part that really gets me is the mom coming in and just like staring, because that is one of my biggest fears
That
in
you
life,
see what your kid sees.
that I see what my kid sees,
And it's
because
real.
like so far so good, and I can pretend like
don't even say
everything's
that.
cool, but like I don't want that.
No.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
You know what?
Ooh.
I remember growing up, I don't know if I had like scary ass nightmares or like what was wrong with me as a child.
You
but
did have scary ass nightmares.
I also used to like see like creepy ass people.
I know,
Like,
because you
all
used to
the
tell me,
time.
and I was like, God damn it, Ash.
And I wonder if they were like a real thing or like if I was just like abandoned as a child and that's why they happened. I don't know.
You saw like a scary little boy on my bedroom floor once.
He was nice. He wasn't scary.
You saw a Viking ruining my computer once.
I dead ass did.
That one I want to believe.
No, do you know the scariest one that I saw? The one that I know that I saw that little boy. But this one,
Oh, I know the one you're gonna say.
and I can see her right now.
No,
in my fucking
I'm
brain.
really upset about this.
My
one.
brain crevices are filled with this woman.
Guys, get ready because this is legit, and this scared the shit out of
Okay.
me.
Me and my mom, back when she was a thing in my life, used to live over this pizza shop. And I would go to sleep. Me and my mom shared a room, and I would go to sleep. And this fucking lady would wake me up, and she would be sitting outside the closet. And guess what, everybody? She didn't have a body. She was just made of bones. I'm not kidding. Homegirl was just a sack of bones, and she had a face, and she had like frizzy, scary hair, and she'd always be
Nope.
like, I don't even remember what she said
Nope.
to me, but I didn't like her, and I don't
No,
think
you
she liked
didn't.
me. And one time I remember I was like so upset that my dad had to come over and
my
like get me to
God.
go to sleep, and my parents were divorced, so like he literally drove like probably 30 minutes to
Yeah,
get to my
literally.
house. So yeah,
I hate that story, and
Yeah.
I've heard that story many times, and every single time it makes me want to vomit all over myself.
I can still see her eyes. She had like wicked scary eyes.
God.
I don't remember if it was like real or if I was like nightmaring it.
You called her something like
I don't remember what she had a name. I just don't remember what it was.
You called her something, and I remember being like, "Please don't tell me these things."
She was nice enough to introduce herself, but thankfully I don't remember.
Hello there.
She's like, "Hello, I fucking hate you, and I'm gonna ruin your damn life.
I'm just gonna sit outside of this closet.
Your parents are gonna think I'm fake, but I'm hella real."
Oh my God.
Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. With bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for availability.
All of these stories are freaking me out, guys.
Yeah.
These like,
I'm not okay.
Cheyenne. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't Cheyenne. I can't Ash. I just can't.
Everybody,
All
too
right.
much.
On to the next one. We venture forward, everybody.
Should we?
We should. All right. So this next one, the subject line is just a little thing.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be a little thing.
I feel like it's gonna be a
I
large
feel like it's
thing.
going to be a big thing.
A big old thing.
So it says, hey.
Hey.
So I just wanted to send you guys a little message because I love your podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I actually just applied to college for forensic anthropology to become an autopsy technician.
Get it.
Amazing. Same. But anyway, I wanted to tell you my story of the creepiest fucking thing that happened to me and actually bloomed me into being obsessed with true crime. Love that. So I live in the woody rural area of Pennsylvania near the Mason-Dixon line, the one that separates Maryland and Pennsylvania. I was around 9, and me and my friend asked my mom to take a walk down this path that my dad walks. She said yes. So we go down a dirt road where people don't really pass by. Me and my friend stopped and sat down on a little concrete wall thing so you don't fall into a creek.
This is giving me.
Oh, the Delphi murders.
This is giving me Delphi
It is
vibes.
giving me Delphi vibes. And it smelled terrible. And I
Oh.
didn't know what exactly what it was coming from. Oh,
Death.
like I can already tell this is not going to be good. So I walked around and found trash bag.
Nope.
One of the bags was ripped open by animals. I saw a lot of blood, long blonde hair. Long brown hair, and a spine sticking out of the middle.
Oh my god.
I'm
And she was 9 when this happened?
Yes, and I'm not okay. I didn't walk closer, but bent over and looked a little closer. Then I realized it was a little girl. However, the head wasn't fucking connected.
Oh my god.
A person had cut the head off of this girl and threw the bag and other bags with other things into the woods.
Oh my god.
I looked a little more because I went into shock and found in other bags a bunch of things, clothes from the girl and whoever killed her, all her limbs, sex toys, stuffed animals,
Ew.
towels soaked in blood and gasoline, an axe, and a series of knives.
What?
I need to leave. It was
Can
at
I
this
have the
point.
hall pass, please?
Literally, I need it now. It was at this point that I called my mom.
Correct.
Good call. She didn't believe me at first, so for 15 minutes I was begging for her to come down to see this with me. She ended up doing it. She came down with my dad, who threw up at the smell of decomposition.
Oh my god.
They took one look and tried to get me to go away. I didn't move and stayed in one spot until police arrived. 2 showed up and walked towards it. They sort of messed up the crime scene and turned her over, where I saw her face was burned and stabbed. She had a gag in and her eyes just weren't there.
Oh my god.
This is a nightmare.
How are you capable of living?
This is an absolute nightmare. We spent hours in the police station answering questions. We went home and my parents for months wouldn't let me stay in my room by myself. They were always with me. My town didn't publish any news articles of it and kept it under tight wraps. It still is unsolved.
Oh my God.
The girl was never identified since whoever did it pulled out her teeth, which were found in her stomach, so she might have had to swallow them. I don't even know where to go with this. I was just super young, and for many kids, it would mess them up. But it just grew a passion for me, not for torture, but you know. The police actually made and took the steps to get me free therapy. The cop in charge of the case actually was at my hearing for domestic violence that happened last year. He knew who I was and had a bunch of empathy for me the entire time. Okay, that's all. I love you guys.
I'm
shook is not even the word.
wow.
Shook is not even the proper word for what I feel right now.
That is wild. Oh my God, this girl is so lucky that she's like capable of like
functioning,
yeah.
Literally. And I didn't want to say her name. She didn't ask for it to be withheld, but she talked about a domestic violence thing, and I don't know if she wanted it. So I'm just not saying your name. But whoa.
Wow, thank you for sharing that with us.
And the fact that it's unsolved and she's not identified. I wonder how old she was.
I know, because she said a little girl.
And she said like stuffed animals and stuff. Like, how
old?
old?
That's really leaving like such a haunting fucking picture in my brain. She might have had to swallow her teeth.
That's
what the fuck?
Yeah, I have no
That
words.
reminds me of just a little bit like of Sharp Objects, if you guys have seen that show. Because the killer like pulls out the teeth
that's
of
like
the girls.
a thing.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not into that. Woo.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, next one.
Took it dark.
This one is called My Scary Story. So this is from Lizeth. When I was 18, I was dating this guy who ended up moving 45 minutes to an hour away. I was living in Dallas, Texas at the time, and he moved to Clayburn, Texas. I don't know how to say that.
Sounds good.
Cool. There still is a long stretch of road with not much but a gas station here and there. Of course, I was driving at night by myself and was given the wrong directions. The route was driving on I-35, which is a big loop, and I took the wrong direction. I did make it to his place, but I went the extremely long way and just doubled my time on the trip. This was almost This was almost 20 years ago, before navigation and driving apps. I don't know how I would have survived.
No.
My boyfriend called me when I hadn't made it to his place yet. That's when we realized I went the wrong direction, so I stopped at a gas station and asked for directions. The clerk let me know I went the long way, but I was a few exits away to get me back on the right track. At this point, I was rushing to get there and very annoyed. Oh, I've been there. I'm on a dark 2-lane road, no cars in sight except a big trucker behind me. No thank you.
Nope.
No streetlights. It's October and cold. I have my eyes on the road, and suddenly I see a person kneeling on the road with their head to their knees in my lane in front of me.
No.
Almost a prayer-like position.
Nope.
I swerve around them and I'm freaking out. I look in the rearview mirror and not even 5 seconds later, the truck drives over the same spot. The truck didn't swerve, didn't honk the horn. I thought surely that person did not have time to get away.
Oh my God.
I pull off the shoulder and wait for the truck to pass me. I call my boyfriend. I'm crying. I'm shaking and explaining this to him. I turn back down the highway and I can't see any sign that a person was run over or that person. He warns me not to stop the car, do not look for this person, and just get to him as soon as possible.
Smart.
I'm scared and he's scared. So I follow his directions, get back on the main road, and head his way. Oh my God.
I'm so stressed right now.
I'm super freaked out. Oh, I don't like this. Suddenly I see the person, I just read a little bit. Suddenly I see the person I thought was run over. They're walking on the shoulder, wearing an acid wash looking light denim jacket and stringy blonde hair about shoulder length.
Oh.
This person is, I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh my God, I'm freaking the fuck out. This person is thin and frail looking and has his or her arms wrapped around them. I assume because it's cold. Not sure if it was a man or a woman. I can't see their face because their head is down. I fought the urge I had to stop and ask if they needed help, so I just kept driving. After all these years, I have not forgotten this experience. I've told my closest friends. Some can't explain it. Some believe it was an apparition. I've searched missing persons every year looking for a person who matches this description and nothing. Your last podcast reminded me of this, and I couldn't help but share. Lizeth.
Oh,
Lizeth, I don't like that. I don't like it.
I
do
hate
not like it.
I hate it a lot. And it's like the acid wash jacket and the
Frail,
long,
stringy
the
hair.
shoulder length, stringy blonde hair.
And I don't
just
like that they're
makes me-
frail. I don't know. I want them to
Yeah.
be thick.
I want them to be.
I want them to be well fed. It's less scary.
I don't like any of that.
Oh, I'm afraid, guys. I thought these listener stories were going to be fun, but I have to drive home and
We
I don't
started
wanna.
off. I mean, the bruh one was fun.
The bro one was amazing.
Maybe we should have ended with that.
Wow. Are you done or do you have another
I have one. I have one last one.
Okay, good.
This one is called "Stay Out of the Forest." True story from the Black Forest in Germany.
Oh, so this is going to fuck my world up
Yeah.
even more.
We covered the Black Forest like very briefly in our "Stay Out of the Woods, Man."
Yeah, stay
episode.
out of the woods, man.
All right, so
We thought we told you.
this is from Angie.
Angie.
Hi, ladies. I'm a big fan and was filtering back through your older episodes, and I had a recovered memory about the Black Forest and thought you would appreciate it.
Well, recovered memories are crazy.
Right? I'm sorry if this gets long. I'm excited and overly theatrical about basically everything in life, so my husband tells me.
Same girl, same. Never apologize.
Never apologize. Background. I was in the Air Force.
Bad
Badass. And was stationed in Germany. And my lodging was off base and had an entrance to the Black Forest across the street.
Nope.
That's amazing. First, there are amazing things to find in the Black Forest. Like giant lion statues just in the middle of freaking nowhere, and watchtowers that you could just climb and be above the tree line that haven't been turned into parks that ruin all of the history. Shit that is not in the US at all. It's crazy and dense, and I always felt like I was in a new place, even if it was the same path I walked 1,000 times. And by black, they mean it. I would get off work at 6 a.m. and go straight there to hike, and it was always dark, even when the sun was shining bright outside.
Ooh, that's really freaky.
That's really scary.
I don't like that.
Okay. I was hiking alone, which I now know is such a fucking bad idea, and I have added it to my list of times I should have been murdered by my own stupidity.
We've all been there.
We have. And I came across what looked like a park playground with a small fence around it.
Hate it already.
It was off the path, down a little slope, probably 10 feet, and completely alone.
Hate it.
You would expect to see a daycare nearby, with seesaws and swings and a slide, and the fence was maybe 2 feet high with no entrance gate.
Why is there no entrance gate?
And it says the vibe was not happy old forgotten playground. It was heavy and icky, but also in the middle of a dark fucking creepy ass forest. I was like, what the fuck? But I was also like, I should investigate this and start taking pictures on my actual camera because it was 100 years ago.
Amazing. I love her
I
storytelling.
love it. And I kid you not, the swing started swinging and there was no wind, like zero wind. And legit back and forth swinging in the scary ass ghost playground.
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
You have never seen someone run out of a situation as fast as me, scared as fuck. Okay, so obviously this was my highlight story to tell all of my friends. And one of them, a real life local badass German girl, was like, yeah, they put up swings and stuff in the forest as tribute to children/people that had been lost or died there. And that's also why there are random statues everywhere or plaques on trees, which is actually very sweet/heartbreaking. But then she continues on with the fact that there were also people who would go out and do devil worshipping bad things there. And she was like, who knows why there was a fence around a playground with no gate? Who were they trying to keep in or out? And my mind exploded everywhere.
Oh my god.
Then, to make it all worse and even scarier,
How?
I had horrible nightmares for weeks after about being trapped in the woods running, which I understand could have been caused by my imagination or obviously by a demon. And then when I went to get my pictures from my camera developed, again 2007, none of the pictures of the playground turned out, like all black.
What?
I'm not even kidding. I was too scared to venture that far back into the forest, which I kind of regret now, but I also didn't want to risk running into my swing set buddy.
My swing set buddy.
And then I came back to the US, did all the grown-up things, and promptly forgot about it until I heard your podcast. So there's my true Black Forest story. I actually still love a hike into a ghost town or a creepy forest, but I also bring people and flashlights and stabby things and mace.
I love her.
You ladies are awesome, Angie.
And stabby things. Angie, you done fucked my world up.
Yeah, that. Imagine in the middle of the forest.
Hear the fucking
the
swing
creek.
being like,
Yep.
ugh,
Like in desperate need of WD-40.
Can we watch Gilmore Girls?
Yeah,
now?
we need to.
Cool.
We need a palate cleanser of like the highest order.
Oh, TBT to that time of life. Wow.
That Angie, you killed that.
We should try to
And
get
also,
John
what a
to do palate
badass.
cleansers.
I want John to do palate cleansers.
John. Yeah. Do you have a palate cleanser for us?
No.
He says no.
He said
Maybe
no.
live you could hear him say no, and that could be your palate cleanser.
There you go.
Leave that in.
I will.
Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for sending your stories. We want to maybe do this, like, let's try and say once a month.
Yeah, I would love to do it once a
Okay,
month.
I just came up with that on the spot.
Once a
Glad
month.
you're in favor.
Once every 2 months, we'll see what happens. Keep sending in your stories because they are amazing. We still have some that we're like filtering
Sorting through.
but keep sending them because
Yeah.
we want as many as we can.
This was fun.
Definitely put the subject lines that you have been putting because they're hilarious, but add listener stories into
Yes,
it just so
we
I
can find them.
Yeah, just so we can search them in the vast abyss that is our inbox. So this was awesome.
I loved this.
It was awesome. It was dark. It was
Fun.
traumatizing. It was all of these things.
It was like sitting around a campfire telling ghost stories with all my morbid friends.
I love it.
I love you guys. So, yeah, send your stories to our Gmail at
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
follow us on Instagram.
Morbid Podcast
Hit us up on Twitter.
at a Morbid Podcast.
Join that Facebook group. It's great.
Morbid, a true crime podcast. It is amazing in there. Wait, you guys got to go see the BTK shit that's happening in there.
It's unreal.
It's blowing my brain apart. And the person that like got all the Mean Girls BTK things together in one thread, because everybody's been dying for that, was Molly Whitmer. And thank you
Molly
for doing
Whitmer,
that.
You are God's gift to the world.
It was such a service.
I love you.
American hero.
Thank you.
Yes.
The other thing you can do is donate to the Patreon if you're feeling so inclined.
Patreon.com/Morbid Podcast. And speaking of that, you have more packages coming soon because we just got the rest of our fun little nifty gifties in to give you.
Nifter gifters.
Nifty gifties.
Then go ahead and check out our website that my lovely co-host so greatly designed.
Morbidpodcast.com.
We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
Keep
it
weird. But not so weird that you sent us an email about somebody chasing you down the road with a machete or how your pet cat came back to life, because that's fucking weird. And then this man looking at you with glowing eyes and even your mom sees it. I don't like that. And then a girl walking down the street that you thought got run over, but really she's wearing an acid jacket and that's just really scary and she's frail. Also, the dead little girl was really sad. And the swing and the Black Forest, I just can't handle that. So thank you so much for all your emails. Keep it that weird. Don't keep it that weird. Bye.
keep it that weird.
That was one of the fastest ones I've ever done.
That was good.
Whew.
Bye.
An auctioneer.